Hi besties, I've missed you guys. I know it's been a while. I know I've been missing. I know I've seen your emails, your DMs, your comments, questions, concerns. I get it. I know it's been I think it's been over a year or so. And I know I've made a couple of videos saying I'm back and then it happens. But you know what? That's life. I'm going to get into a little bit more detail of what's been going on in my life, but that's going to be in a separate video. I really wanted to come back and create a video that was going to be of such great value to a lot of you. Whether you're a newbie, you've been doing this for a while, this topic is something that I guess it's not so much spoken of, and a lot of you have a lot of questions on. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment any questions that you may have. I always answer your comments. I try to do it within 24 hours, but don't forget to support my channel, and this is what keeps me going to film more videos. I am going to be more consistent in providing videos to you guys from the candle making side, also from the business side, and also what's going on in my life and the things that I'm changing, that I'm involving in, because it's not just all about making candles now. So I can't wait to share with you guys. So today's video, what I wanted to talk about was vendor events. I know, right? We're there now. So I actually just did a vendor event this Saturday. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I posted kind of like my 5 tips for vendor events. And this was all based on a lot of comments and questions that I was seeing in candle making groups over vendor events. And I wanted to address these things and all of this is just my personal opinion and perception, and also feedback from customers. So what I wanted to go ahead and do first is read exactly what I wrote in the Facebook group so that you guys can understand every point that I'm gonna touch. So let me start by reading to you guys exactly what I wrote, and it goes like this. I did an event this past weekend where it was me and 2 other vendors selling candles and wax melts. The majority were buying from me. I was able to tell immediately why. This is my own personal opinion based on my perception and comments from other customers. Reasons I want to share it's because I've seen many get discouraged when they sell at an event where there is a competitor. It honestly doesn't bother me, and that's very true. I've seen a lot of the times where you're getting ready to do an event, or you're already there, and then you notice that you're not the only one selling candles there. You have other competitors, therefore you immediately feel this sense of nervousness. You get very stressed out because in your mind you're thinking, I am not going to sell, I have other competitors, I invested in this vendor event and I'm not gonna see a return, I'm not gonna see a great return on this investment, right? So I want to first start off by saying we have to change our mindsets and not think negatively just because somebody else is going to be there. Honestly, it doesn't bother me because the way I see it is I am confident in myself and my own brand, that I know that whatever I'm offering, it's going to stand out from everybody else. It doesn't mean that mine is better from everybody else's. It just means that what I am offering and the experience that I'm offering is unique to my own brand. Therefore, I feel I will stand out. So let's touch on the first tip. So the first tip, and I'm calling these tips, but it's more of like my 5 go-tos, like what I do differently and the 5 things that I've noticed that work for me and my vendor events. First one, my personality drew them to me to stay at my table. They loved my outfit so much it gave them something to talk about. I said hi to everyone that passed by and complimented them in some way. I barely sat down or looked at my phone. My focus was engaging. I spoke to them like if they were a friend. Okay. In this one, I don't want to mistake it for you to have the perception that what I'm doing is I'm chasing everybody that's walking by. No, I'm not doing that. I used to work at a kiosk when I was 18, so I know exactly how annoying that can be. If you're just passing by, you're just kind of viewing, kind of like feeling out the room, you don't want to feel harassed. And a lot of the times what happens when you walk into a furniture sales store, I really hate that the first thing, I'm barely getting in through the door and I already have like a salesperson like harassing me and saying, hey, this, that. Like, I don't. Like, you have to learn how to read the room and give people their space. People like their space, personal space. Now, if they're passing by, they kind of like are glancing at my table, that's my cue to be like, hey, how are you? I compliment them. Hey, I love your shirt. Oh my God, those earrings are so cute. Where did you get them? And it kind of it's like an icebreaker to have them, invite them to your table to speak to you. Because chances are everybody likes to talk. Some people don't, and they kind of will let you know, hey, yeah, thank you so much. But the follow-up to that is that they will engage with you. So you don't want to go out of your table and go harass people. Like, you don't want to do that. There's kind of like, you have to read the room and their body language to see if they look like, yes, I'm welcoming you to talk to me type of thing. And you'll gain that through experience. Your first vendor event might be nervous because it's your first one, so you're not really quite sure what to do. But I would totally not get too nervous and just, think about like you're talking to a friend. I compliment them, your kids, whatever it is. If they're wearing a shirt with a sports team on it, whatever it is, I am that inviting. So then with the clothes that I was wearing, I'm wearing this on purpose. I was wearing this shirt and I'm gonna post a picture here so you can see my whole outfit. I didn't get a chance to take a picture that day with my whole outfit because I was so busy interacting and engaging and it was just me. So I didn't have somebody with me to take a picture of me. So I was wearing this shirt with automatically, because it's like a hunter green with like fall colors. Everybody was like, oh my God, your shirt is so cute. Where did you get it? I'm like, I got it at Cheyenne. It was $3. And like, oh my God, that is so cheap. So it starts the conversation because you don't want it to just be transactional. You want it to be very warm, fuzzy, inviting, friendly. And honestly, I felt like that really, really worked for me. They were like, oh my God, even your nail color matches. It wasn't on purpose. I'm just really into green right now. I don't know why. But then you'll see that my pants kind of like flowed with my shirt and it wasn't on purpose. I just bought the shirt separately. Then the pants, I had them from H&M. And they were commenting on my bracelets too. I got this from Cheyenne too. It was like, I think it was like $3. And then this little bracelet came with the necklace. So yeah. And then they were also like, oh, where did you get your necklace? Because it has 1984, which is the year I was born. Yeah, I'm a little old, creeping up to my 40s. But who's counting, right? So yeah, outfit, it was just something that I cut the light bulb. I'm like, oh, I like to dress up and just kind of like present myself professionally yet relaxed. I don't like to go bummy. I don't do sweatpants, like leggings and things like that. I don't do that unless it's gonna look like cute. Like if I'm gonna wear leggings, I put like my Uggs if it's cold. I don't dress like if I'm going to work, like a professional business casual. I just dress up so it's nice, cozy, vibey, and presentable. I don't like to look bummy. I don't like to look like I just rolled out of bed. I feel like I need to represent my brand. If my brand is nice, cozy, warm, boho, right? I want to be able to represent my brand with me being cozy, and that's just what works for me. So that's my take on one. The other part on one is you want to engage. You don't want to be the person that is at your vendor event, at your table, sitting down on your phone on Facebook, Instagram, when there's people pass by, and you're only going to talk when people actually come to your table. Why? Your body language is going to say something. If I am passing by a table, and I've done this, if I'm passing by a table and I see that somebody just looks like they do not want to be there and they're actually like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. Their body language doesn't, they're not approachable. I'm not going to want to approachable and buy from them. But if I see that they're engaged, they look like they want to be spoken to, then yes, I'm going to approach the table. So one of my big tips on this, and a lot of people will tell you this that have been doing events for a while, and they've been successful. You don't want to be on your phone. You don't want to be in distractions. The time you want to get your phone is when you don't have people around you. You want to check your messages really quick. You want to charge the card, but you don't want to be on your phone losing focus of what's around you, because that's time that's ticking. You don't have much time on that vendor event, and you want to make sure that you're using every minute wisely. So that is my take on one. Now, number two, I had a good table presentation. Everything flowed and there wasn't too much on the table. I received compliments telling me I had a very nice, calm, cozy, and inviting setting. I added fairy lights, battery operated, to my table. Yes. So here I'm going to show you a picture of what my table looked like and a little video so you can see. I got the table runner from Walmart. I got the table linen from Walmart. And then the rest of the stuff I either got Hobby Lobby, Amazon. But what I wanted to do was actually create a vibe on the table that felt like you were at home, because visually the customer is going to visualize that vibe, that candle, that scent in their home. So basically I wanted to make it very warm, cozy, and something that was inviting, because I had people even wanting to buy my table decorations, which I was like, maybe I should start bringing to vendor events then, decorations to sell on the side. Maybe that's another stream of income that I can have at these vendor events. So my table setting, what I also did is that I practiced how I was going to set up my table at home. I have a 6x6 table that I got it at Walmart. And when I did my first vendor event, I did is that I laid everything out on a table, and then I kind of put everything together to have an idea how I was going to set up. The wood stand, I actually had one of my friends make it for me. I don't know if she's still making them. I can ask. If it's something that you are interested in, just let me know in the comments. If I get enough traction, then I may go ahead and let her know so she can kind of like start doing them, and I can refer her to you guys. So on my vendor table, I also had a frame that I put my prices with the QR code to my Zelle. So I do take payment on Square Tap, because you can do that now if you did not know. It was so easy. I even had a couple customers say, oh my God, shopping with you, it's so fast. It's just like, here you go, tap, and that's it. The other girl was taking forever. She was trying to put in numbers of the credit card in the phone. And I was like, no, Square has this ability now where you can just activate it and tap, paid, that's it. I give them my phone to collect their email address so they can put their contact information. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. That's why I sound so stuffy. So that's two. Then number three, I shared my candle making journey and reasons why I started making candles. I have chronic asthma and severe allergies that connected with a lot of people. So the first thing I would say, and I thought at first it was a little corny, but as more that I said it, I realized that I actually liked it and other people liked it because it got them laughing. I said, hi, how are you? There's free smells. And then I'm like, I make all these candles in my kitchen. My husband wants to kill me. Yes, I know. So, and it's true, he does want to kill me because he says I've taken over the kitchen. But I pretty much tell them the reason why I started is because my doctor, my pulmonologist, I have very chronic asthma. Some of you may know I have a lot of health issues. My immune system is very low. And my doctor actually told me, Sandy, you need to, if you love candles, you need to change the type of candles that you are buying. And if anything, I would recommend you to research and make your own candles. That way you have full control of what ingredients are going into your candles. And I was like, oh, so that's pretty much, and a lot of them, they're like, oh my God, yes, I resonate with that. I have allergies. I noticed that some candles do make me feel more stuffy than others. So that's when I go into detailing what products I use in my candles. I use premium soy wax, the type of fragrances, my eco wicks, and they like to get educated and know what type of candles you are selling and how you differ from other people. So take that into account. You want to know exactly what type of candles, because you'd be surprised, some people actually do care. And depending on the type of vendor event you're going to, some people are going to care more than others. So then going to point number 4, I was priced the highest, but the quality of my presentation, candles, and even labels, I was shocked at this one. Somebody actually told me, I love your labels. They look so nice. They look so delicate and fancy. I was like, never did I think my labels looked fancy, but I think because they went around and compared and saw others and they saw the difference is why they probably said that. And the way I put myself together seemed to stick in people's mind. Yes. So a lot of feedback that I was getting is your look, meaning my outfit, my vibe, my look, apparently it matched my table, my brand, and my candles. And they were like, oh, you're very boho, you're very calm, earthy, soothing. I just want to go grab a cup of hot chocolate with my blanket and sit by the window and read a book. That is the vibe that I guess I was pouring out and that they were taking. So that resonated with me, and I was like, okay, I need to continue matching my brand when I go to vendor events. My very first vendor event was outdoors, and it was boho themed. It was a women's event outside. It was very windy, but I wore a white boho dress. I even did my hairstyle in boho, and a lot of people were coming to me because of that. So I was like, okay, so that's what kept the momentum going for me. Kind of like not dressing up, but dressing the part to match my brand. And that's worked out very well. And then 5, last but not least, I didn't have traditional scents. This made them say, oh wow, I've never smelled that before. I need it. Try not to carry what everyone else does. So what I usually do is every month I will go to Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath and Body Works, any Target, Walmart, anywhere where they're selling candles that I know people are gonna buy candles. I go and I look, what scents are they selling? What type of scents? That way I don't carry those scents, because how I want to stand out, I don't want to carry what everybody else out in the store is carrying. I'm not talking about candle makers. We get our supplies and our fragrance oils from the same people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what's already convenient out there for them. So one of my popular scents is, for example, beechwood. I've never smelled beechwood before in any store, but beechwood is definitely one of my hot best sellers. It goes off like that all the time. Toasted pumpkin chai. That's a very popular one. I sold out of that on Saturday. Another one that I sold out on Saturday was driftwood and lavender, because it wasn't just straight up lavender. One feedback that I have received from customers is, I don't like a straight vanilla. I don't like a straight lavender. I don't like a straight cotton. I like a little bit of different scents. I'm like, okay, that's another reason why these vendor events are so amazing, because you get to get feedback from customers of what they really feel and how they really shop, so you can kind of tweak around. So all my scents, I custom blend some and some are not. What I do try to get is scents that are already blended with other scents, because I find that that's helpful and it does make things easier and a little bit unique. So I also had my wax melts. A lot of people don't, you know what I notice? A lot of people don't know what wax melts are, what they're for, how to use them. I actually took a wax melter to demonstrate how convenient it is, and I told them what are the pros and cons of, you have a candle, if you have a wax melt. So I shared that information with them, and it was very helpful, and they're like, oh yeah, let me take a wax melt, let me take a candle. So all my sales consisted of a candle and wax melt combined together, because they understood the pros and cons to both, and they understood how they could benefit from both. So that's basically my 5 tips for vendor events. If you feel like you are overwhelmed or stressed because you're going into a candle event with other competitors, I love it. I actually went to the table and spoke to one of the girls. She was so sweet, so nice. Her candles were so nice. And she asked me, some tips. She was like, hey, where do you get your vessels? And I share, I don't gatekeep. That's why I created this YouTube channel, because I don't gatekeep. There's room for everybody. Candles is one of those products that people are not just going to buy from you. And I think you need to early on accept that, understand it, and just run with it. Use it to your advantage. People are not just buying a candle from one brand. They're buying different candles from different brands because everybody carries different scents. There's no way you can possibly make every single scent that's out there. You cannot sell every single scent that's out there. And I wouldn't even recommend it either. And that'll be a separate video, a separate topic. And for me to break down why that's not a good idea. So to summarize, just be positive. work on your branding, on your presentation, be confident, and don't feel overwhelmed. Just make sure that you are in a good mood, happy mood, and that's going to reflect, because people will come and buy for you. Because remember, people buy from you because of you. They can buy from anybody else, but they're really buying to support you. And with that, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'm also doing a lot of other side gigs, and I want to share that with you. So if you want to know more about that, because I'm not just making candles anymore, go ahead and leave it in the comments so I can make a video about it. I hope you guys are having an amazing fall, that you're doing a lot of sales, making a lot of candles, meeting a lot of people, and building your brand to be successful. I've missed you guys, and I can't wait to make more videos. I just don't want to stress myself about it, because believe it or not, making content can be a little bit stressful when you don't have the time, you're not feeling up for it. And again, you can go over that in a separate video. But for now, I hope my 5 tips are of help, and good luck at your next vendor event. Check in your local communities, because right now is the season to go out and sell. A lot of vendor events right now for the holidays, so you want to take advantage. Don't sleep on it. Go make a lot of money and get your brand out there and known. Till next time, guys. Love you. Bye.